they get an opportunity throughout the junior school to take on more leadership opportunities. So my youngest, who's in grade 2, for example, they all have a leadership opportunity within the class where they all have a job, be it the teacher's helper or taking care of the fish that week, and every week it changes, but that they have that responsibility, which has been fantastic.
I'm Glenn Herbert, and I'm an editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private schools to gain insights into their programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administrators. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
It was very warm and welcoming. We came in kindergarten, and we were able to come in. This was pre-COVID, so we were able to come in and do a tour of the school. My daughter was able to come in and have a half test day, so to be with her peers for half a day to understand the school. We met with the principal and vice principal, and really got a good feel for the school through the tour. So my eldest daughter, who's now in grade 6 and was there since SK, has really, I guess, blossomed. When she joined in SK, she was super shy, didn't make eye contact with anybody, was very nervous. And the school provides such a warm and comfortable place for the little ones to be, whilst also stretching them and challenging them, that she's just thrived. She's almost like a different child now. She's very chatty, she's very confident, she's got her areas of expertise that she's really building on, and is really come a long way in the last 9 years. Well, I think right now they appreciate just being at the school as opposed to being on a screen. So that's been obviously one of the upsides of this year. I think they've grown up there, but what they really like about the school is, again, the warm, nurturing environment. As you progress through the junior school, you also get a ton of leadership opportunities. So I have my youngest daughter's in grade 2 now, my eldest is in grade 6. And in grade 6, you get to do a ton of things with the younger girls. You get to mentor them, you get to buddy them, you get to teach them, and you get to really take on a whole bunch of leadership opportunities for the junior school. Be it, some things that she's been involved in is actually talking to new potential parents and talking to them about her experience, which could be quite nerve-wracking for an 11-year-old, but it's been a great journey for her. And there's a program called the Buddy Program, where the older girls look after the younger girls once a week and teach them new things, and they're responsible for their buddy, and they take it very seriously. It's great. Gosh, there's so many things. One of the, I think, best things, and one of the reasons we chose this school over some of the other girls' schools in Toronto is the junior school is, when you walk in, when we were allowed to walk in, it's like walking into a warm hug. Everybody knows everybody because it's this special size of, not too small, because there's, about 200 girls, but everybody knows everybody. And by that, I mean, the principal and the vice principal are out every day and know every single girl's name. They even know most of the parents' names. But then the older girls also know all the younger girls, and they feel really protective towards them and play with them at recess, and everybody just knows everyone's name. So it's this wonderful mix of being, a big enough school to provide tons of opportunities and challenges for the girls, but also being small enough to be welcoming and nurturing. One of the things I loved about it was they started the girls in swimming classes in kindergarten, which is different to some of the other girls' schools. And it's challenging, it's difficult, but it was just so amazing that they had teachers in the pool once a week taking these little 4 and 5-year-olds swimming. It also meant I didn't have to take them swimming separately, so that's a wonderful addition. So that's been great. And then the other big thing is just and this is a little bit more pre-COVID and hopefully it comes back, but is the chance to integrate with the senior school and the middle school girls. So, the senior school girls come and help for aftercare, or they come and read the girls a book, or they come and and teach them something. And so it's been really wonderful for the younger ones to first of all see how the older ones progress throughout their career at BSS, but also just to learn from them. And again, it just creates that lovely sense of community. And I think the second part is the boarding. So the boarding starts a little bit later in the middle school, but the girls have had so much opportunity to interact with the boarders, to go and see where they live, to even ask, hey, can I do this when I'm older? So that's been people living in the school, so it's a 24-hour community. It's been amazing. One of the values of the school is grit and determination, and that is embodied in every single thing the girls do every single day. The teachers in the junior school are this wonderful mix of being warm, but also not letting them get away with anything, and making sure that they're independent and they're doing things themselves. So, for my youngest daughter, she had issues tying her shoelaces, for example. And the easiest thing to do is say, Miss Lurs, can you tie my shoelace? But that was not allowed. You have to learn how to tie your own shoelaces. So there's wonderful examples like that every day for our youngest, about how they're teaching her independence, but within a warm, loving environment. And that grit is something that really embodies us and speaks to the kind of school we want to be in. We want our girls to not be pampered, for sure, and develop that grit. That's an interesting question, because I'm thinking about the families that I've met over the years. And, actually, there's no such thing as a typical family, which is one of the best things about the school. There's so much diversity. There's so many international families. There's people from everywhere. We have people that drive, gosh, for an hour and a half to get to the school. We have people that live right next door. So, I don't think there's such a thing as a typical family. And that's one of the things I love about the school, because there's so much diversity. I've learned so much from all the families because everybody's so different. It's been fantastic. Last year, when my daughter, my eldest, was in grade 5, she made a clay model of the brain. And actually, I learned so much about the brain through this process. It was amazing. And it took her, gosh, maybe 3 months to put it together and then demonstrate it with her peers. So that's definitely one of the highlights. She's also the lead in a play, which has been really great for her confidence. It's been a tremendous opportunity for her. And then, every day they have these smaller leadership opportunities, and the opportunity to step up, be it organizing a marketplace, or helping some of the little ones, like I talked about earlier. Or they have this thing called greeter duty, where they have to get to school very early and open the car doors for little ones and help them out of their car. And, it's the only time I see her really wanting to drag herself out of bed and make sure she's there on time. So it's building all that responsibility and timekeeping as well. So I think there's some big things that stand out, but there's lots of little things that happen every day as well. With the teachers, it's been amazing. One of the things they do, and I don't know if they do this throughout the entire school, but in the junior school at least, is there's no teacher stays in their grade year after year after year. Everyone goes from grade 4 and then teaches grade 1 or grade 2, and really shows in the teaching skills, because they have had experience across the whole school. So actually they know the girls across the whole school, and they bring new things to their teaching philosophy, I think, because they have the opportunity to mix it up year after year. So that's been tremendous. If you look at the faculty, there's so many of the staff that I think have been there for years and years and years and years and years, and that speaks to the leadership of the school, that people want to work there. People really want to work there in the junior school. So I think that speaks to the principal and the vice principal and the head of school, and the great job they do at recruiting new staff and retaining staff. Gosh, the philosophy of the school and the values of the school. This is a tough question to get it down to 3, but I'll try. The teachers, and the warmth. The earlier warmth I talked about, where all the older girls know the younger girls, and vice versa, and everyone looks out for everybody. I really hope for new families that they're able to go into the school this year, because like we said at the beginning, that makes such a huge difference. So I'd really encourage them to go to the school once, twice, even 3 times with their daughter, and just see how she reacts in the environment, and see how the staff react to her as well, and the teachers react to her. I think, you'll learn more about school in that 15-minute visit than you would on Zoom or anything else. So I know it's been challenging for the last couple of years, but hopefully we can get everyone back into the school to visit this year.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.